Simpatico PR is launching a new series called Ahead of the Curve, which will highlight some of the thinking behind the hottest topics in marketing, technology, and creativity. In recent weeks, we've been working with our clients on the impact generative AI is having on social influencers and the creator economy. And we've been considering the emerging opportunities and challenges brand advertisers will face in this field. Over the last decade, many thought leaders in tech, politics, and journalism have become increasingly concerned that the concept of a post-truth society is becoming a reality. By post-truth, we mean a scenario where the boundary between truth and untruth becomes blurred or even erased. This has been highlighted by the threat of deep fakes, AI-created content showing false or misleading images. Illegal deep fake material could have profoundly damaging consequences for political and societal cohesion, but we're now seeing a similar collision of AI and human perceptions of reality happening in the commercial world. But the way in which some companies are beginning to use AI to create content poses more complex questions about ethics and what consumers will tolerate or enjoy. The way in which Chinese fast fashion retailer Shein has used AI to create designs has provoked debate about whether it is ethical and credible to replace human-created products or content with machine-generated alternatives. Because generative AI scrapes the internet to learn and find inspiration to deliver its own version of information, concerns have been raised by human fashion designers that Shein is in effect ripping off their work. As a PR agency, we've debated whether it is right to frame all AI-created content as faux or counterfeit and, essentially, a bad thing. And we've asked whether Shein's approach to AI creativity points to a future where AI output of this kind could become the norm. Will we see the rise of the cloned influencer? The question whether virtual or faux content is acceptable matters hugely to social influencers and also to the marketing world, because generative AI could soon be used by influencers to create virtual copies of themselves and then to license those copies to brands. Brands that buy those licenses would then use the artificial version of the influencer in their marketing campaigns. Generative AI already has the potential to develop or produce its own version of human output. So in theory, human social influencers can use AI to help them generate new material. And that AI-generated content could be presented by virtual versions of themselves. So we could end up with a scenario where a virtual image of an influencer also presents AI-created ideas and content. These digital avatars, derived from real humans, will challenge our views on whether machine creativity is of genuine worth. At this stage, it's difficult to know how audiences will respond. But, since AI will be basing its licensed human output on the original influencer's personality, tastes, views, skills, quirks, and foibles, audiences may feel there is little difference. If the content is good, does this matter? There is already a big market for virtual influencers such as Ludo Magalu, pictured behind me. If these are successful, digital copies of real influencers surely would be too. Where influencers and brand partners draw the line in this process could be dictated by what audiences will tolerate, what they value, or see as credible and useful. You only have to look at TikTok's range of avatars, or those offered by other companies such as Synthesia, which created me, to see we're not far from truly lifelike, virtual images of humans. Harnessing the technology poses many questions, but there's little doubt that it could help influencers scale their audience reach and commercialize their creator output. For example, how long before we see chatbots using licensed versions of influencers or perhaps actors, musicians, and people from other walks of life? Advancing generative AI offers influencers the opportunity to clone themselves into human-branded chatbots, becoming in effect ever-present virtual friends and lifestyle companions or advisors. All of this leads us back to the questions about what is ethical, informative, or entertaining, in a world where the origin of content is increasingly fluid. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to find out how Simpatico PR could help your business develop more and better thought leadership content as well as media coverage, please drop us a line.